We have yet another trade. This is the second night in a row, and this one is definitely interesting, and it kind of came out of left field, but Tyler Tofolli has been traded to the Vancouver Canucks. The announcement came about an hour ago, and we had to wait a little bit to get the full trade details, but the details are Tim Schaller and prospect Tyler Madden, along with a 2020 second round pick, are going to the Kings in exchange for Tyler Tofolli. Honestly, I'm not too sure how to feel about this trade. I saw a tweet that I wanted to feature in the video. It came from Dmitry Filipovich. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, but he said the deal that the Vancouver Canucks just made is the type of trade you make when you're one player away from winning a Stanley Cup, not one player away from making the playoffs. In a way, I do agree with that tweet. I thought a team like the Boston Bruins were going to end up with Tyler Tofolli, but it seems like the Canucks are not content with where they currently are. They're continuing to add veteran forwards to that lineup. They brought in a guy like Michael Furland as a free agent. They traded for Tanner Pearson late last season, and they obviously traded for JT Miller in the summer, so they've been very aggressive over the past year. But now let's get into actually analyzing the trade. I'll start off with the package the Kings got. They got Tim Schaller, who was basically just a roster player to throw in the trade to make the money work. He's got a $1.9 million cap hit and is going to be a UFA at the end of the season. He was pretty much just a throw-in in this trade, but now let's look at the big piece the Kings got in my opinion, and that is prospect Tyler Madden, who is the Canucks' third-round pick in 2018. Madden is having a great collegiate season for Northeastern University. In 27 games, he's got 19 goals and 18 assists for 37 points and is only 20 years old. Overall, that is a pretty good prospect to get in return for a guy who was going to be a UFA at the end of the season and definitely wasn't going to re-sign with the team. And then they also got the 2020 second round pick, and for a team that is heading in a rebuilding direction, you can obviously never have too many draft picks. So I think the LA Kings did pretty well in this trade, and fans should be pretty happy with the return. But now let's talk about the fit of Tyler Tofolli in Vancouver. Tofolli is 27 years old, and like I said, he is set to become a UFA at the end of the season. It'll be interesting to see if Vancouver looks at this as a rental or if they actually want to re-sign him and bring him back. Tofolli is obviously a very solid player. He's a 3-time 20-goal scorer, including 31 goals back in 2015-16. He's on pace to have the 4th 20-goal season of his career. He's got 34 points in 58 games, which is a bounce-back year for him considering he only had 34 points in all 82 games last year, and that is on a not-so-good LA Kings team. And on a team like Vancouver, who is a high-flying offensive team, they're in the top 10 in the league in goals scored per game. I think he can really thrive in that situation, and he is most likely going to be playing with some talented guys. I can't imagine him not playing in the top 6 considering the package they gave up to bring him in. It is definitely going to be interesting to see how this plays out and how Tyler Tofolli fits in with the Vancouver Canucks, but I am very interested to hear what you Vancouver Canucks fans have to say about this. Whether you are a fan of the package that the Canucks gave up or not, I know a lot of Canucks fans were pretty high on Tyler Madden, but you have to like the fact that the Canucks front office is going out and being aggressive and continuing to try and make this team better. I think the Canucks are a better team after making this trade. Tyler Madden wasn't on the roster, and Tim Schaller wasn't really an important player for the team. I can't really see any situation where they become a worse team after this trade, unless of course Tyler Tofolli just comes in and plays abysmal, but I can't really see that happening. He's a veteran player. We know he is a good player and we know what he's capable of, so hopefully he can just come in, maybe play on the second line, get some power play minutes in, provide some depth scoring, and take some pressure off of the guys like Elias Pettersson, JT Miller, and Brock Besser, and that'll definitely help them down the stretch. So that is going to do it for today's video. I've covered basically everything I wanted to say on the trade. I am sorry it's a little bit of a later upload, but I figured you guys would want to hear this right after the trade as opposed to waiting till tomorrow making a video on it. But with all that being said, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below, how do you feel about this trade? Who do you think won it and why? And if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to go down there and drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for some more NHL content, and I will see you guys all in the next video.